All right, we are going to begin here. Let's just share with you a bit of ideas of what is going to happen from first. The second chapter, you can start the second chapter today. So we're going to start with a bit of a story. Okay. Before this, I'd like to remind everyone again that and also help our friends here. And okay. Yeah. Cheryl answer and who will answer. So at any point of time you realize you're absent from school, go to my channel and check and see if you are able to find some recent recording. So this one here is from the lesson last week. Okay, so Christabel, you can check on my channel, okay, to find out what you missed out, and it has the workbook pages. Okay, here to help. All right. So this is what you do when you are absent from school. So today we are going to start a new chapter. I'm going to record this also so that. No, I'm not so sure. I didn't check. Yeah, about the subscriber part. My yeah, it's my name. Can I try it again? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Not very clear. You mean? Oh no. Okay. Great. Ethan, can you help to turn off the first two rows of light, please? Oh, cool. Very cool. Yeah, sure. Oh, very cool. You want to show it? Let's share it with everyone. Hold on, is it working? If you want to just cut this straight. Scarlett, you want to show it to everyone? It's quite cool. It is relevant to what we are talking about. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, wait, stand here a bit. Okay. So this is my channel, as I was saying, and start share here. So yesterday's lesson, we were mainly talking about beginning the new topic on core operations. And the one that we practiced yesterday was multiplication. Okay, here Skylar, he wants to share regarding using your calculator for math drills. Wait. Make sure you can see your calculator on the screen there. Yes. Okay. Okay.
And then number one set question number three. Okay. Kita do math table. Just gonna press 0. And then now we can do it. So select and it's gonna do it. And then I can press okay. This wrong?
That's correct.
Oh, wait.
Okay, so that's Skylar showing us how to use his calculator to do math drills. But before we try that, maybe let's look at your calculator because it may not be the same brand that everybody uses. Okay. Oh, so his calculator is. We need to check on whether do you buy this from the school? Okay, never mind. Anyway, this is the calculator he's sharing with us about how you can do math drills on his calculator. I'm not so sure about our school's model, whether you can do that. Next week, we'll have a lesson solely on calculator skills. Okay, then we can see there more tricks and such that we can try out. So I think it's relevant what he's sharing because we're talking about practicing our times table. So today we are going to start with the core operations. I took out my calculator here to show you this is my older version. No, this is the newer version. I have few versions of calculator. This is the newer version, the school's calculator, the one that you buy from the school bookshop, the Casio one. All right. Next week we'll have a lesson solely on how using calculator skills relevant to our maths lessons. But for today and the next few days, when we do the maths in our class, we'll avoid using this sharp. Oh, I see. Okay. This is a sharp calculator. Okay, right, thank you. Now, we will avoid using the calculator and try to use our brains first. Because really, most of the questions, you'll not be allowed to use a calculator. Alright, so I gave you this for reference. If you really feel like you need to find an answer because you cannot recall your timetable, I will ask you go to this chart. Don't press your calculator for answers quickly. So like yesterday, I was explaining to you where we did the cubic activity. The main thing I asked you to do is really to try getting your brain starting to pick up the multiplication facts and avoid using a calculator. Because when you use a calculator, your brain is not going to store the information. Okay, so please avoid the calculator. Oops, for the next few things that we are going to do. I'm going to start with a story here. Okay, the story has Achilles as the main character. Okay, in this story, Achilles. Did I spell your name correctly? Why is it lagging? Why is it lagging? AKH, oh, sorry. Akhilesh. Okay, Achilles. In this story, there's Achilles. It's a bit lagging. Why is it lagging? Let me check my Wi-Fi connection. It's okay, connected. Let me check my phone connection. Okay, in this story, oh, my phone is not connected so well. No wonder that's lagging. Well, it's a bit lagging. Okay, better now. Okay. You know how to write $5, right? So I'm gonna write he's got $5. You know how to write $5? 5.00. I'm writing this on a blank page. Okay? Yeah, everybody's writing. So I'm gonna draw this is a $5 note for him too. So what happens is let's say not Miss Nina, maybe Akhilesh mommy. Who gives you pocket money? Mommy gives you money. Okay, so maybe 1 week, Akhilesh mommy give you $5 for pocket money. Okay, after 10 weeks, how much money do you think he has? Let's not talk about spending. Let's just say the money that he has. Yes. Then after 10 days, yeah, after 10 weeks, sorry, I say 1 week he gets $5. After 10 weeks, what's the total amount of money? $50. Is it difficult? Oh, no, not that difficult. Why? $5 times 10 gives you 50. Most of all of us know this, right? Yeah. If I were to draw this out, I'll probably have to draw 10 of them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now yesterday we talked about computational thinking during Code for Fun. Okay. One of the strategies that we learned during yesterday's Code for Fun lesson, which is very important, is helpful for our maths as well. It starts with P. Very good. I hear many of you saying it. Very good. Pattern recognition. This is a very important strategy as we can identify patterns, it will help us be able to solve a lot of problems well. So we can recognize 5 times 10 equals to 50. Most of us, do you really need to draw to find the answer? Yeah, but the idea about this is you basically 5 plus 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 5, right? Then in other words, that's called repeating. I repeatedly add 5, a total of 10 times, right? Okay. Oh, now in 100 weeks, in 100 weeks, right? In 100 weeks, right? So I have $5 in 1 week. That's 1 week. What do I do? I'll just multiply by 100, right? Correct? Right? So $500. Is it difficult? Still easy peasy, right? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now, what would I do? Will I ask you to draw $100 notes? Can honestly you can. You can draw $100 notes, but you probably like take a long time to draw, right? So I will just draw dots to represent. There's a lot of dollar notes there. Wow, probably one whole stack now. One whole stack of dollar notes. Money, money, money. Okay, one whole stack. That is $500. All right. Now, if I want to include the decimal point, right? How would it look like for $50? It will look like this, right? Correct? Yes. And then with 500, it will look like this. Correct? And then last week when we did the first chapter on the whole numbers, we did mention that for money, you can put zeros at the back. As many zeros as possible. But you want to make sure that the money doesn't change, the decimal point must be there. Agree? With the decimal point, you fix the amount of money. It's just like we said, we must write only on the check. Remember? So we wrote that. Okay, next, Ryan says, you go to 1,000 weeks. Yeah, $5,000. Oh, is it difficult? Still quite easy, yeah? Okay, 5,000, and then this is how it looks like in decimals. Okay, 10,000 weeks. Okay, we just skip to 10,000 weeks then. In 10,000 weeks, 10,000 weeks. Let's do to get how much? $50,000. Wow, you're so fast at it. Huh? You remember times table all the way to 10,000? Wow. So what was the trick here, actually? There's a pattern. What is the pattern? You just add the zeros behind. Yes, am I right? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. So it's 50,000 after 10,000 weeks. But write the decimal. I'm purposely writing decimals here because I'm going to share with you that this pattern is something that's useful now, and it's also going to be useful in term 3 when we learn decimals. Okay, so at this point, most of us are saying, okay, this is easy because by now, as long as I know that I'm multiplying in multiples of 10, I just slot zeros behind. Does it sound like it? So if I times 10, I just put another zero at the back. Right? If I times 100, I put 2 zeros behind it. Right? 5. 5 times 100, so 5 and then put 2 zeros behind. If it's 1,000, I put $5, and 5, then I put 3 zeros behind. Right? Makes sense, right? And then 5 times, if it's 10,000, I just put 5, and then I put No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 zeros behind. Right? So that's like the pattern. But why does this work? Is there something got to do with the place value actually? Like this. Okay, so here's the trick. I've asked you to write the decimal point is because I want you to observe how the decimal point has moved. So let's say there's $5 and I multiply by 100. Take a look at what happened. The decimal point was in between here, these two places. This is the ones place. And then this is the 10th place, the 10 cents place, the 5 cents, sorry, place. The 1 cent, 5 cent place. And then this is the hundredths place where you get your 50, 50 cents. This is the 10 cents place. And this is the 5 cent place. Does it make sense? Okay, if I have 550, this is the 5 cent, 50 cent place. If I have 5 cents, like this is the 5 cent place. Does it make sense? Does it make sense to you? You know what I'm talking about? Right. So that's like the 50 cents place and the 5 cents place. So let's look at what happened here. When $5 multiplied by 100, I actually have this decimal point that's after 5. It actually went and it became like that. So much that 5 becomes, so this is the ones place, right? Just before the decimal point is the ones place, then you have tens and now hundreds. Does this make sense to you? So if I do $5 and then I multiply by 1 million. Yeah? Million sounds like a very, very big thing. Number of 5 million, 5 times 1,000,000 equals, so I have a decimal point here. So how many zeros should I be adding at the back? Like putting it into the back? 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that it becomes 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then the decimal point is at the back. Now, why did I put in the decimal point? Is to really help you to see how the 5 at the ones place end up becoming 5 at the million place. Can you understand? Easy so far? Make sense so far? Okay. Now we try level 2. Level 2. So this is Attila's story between 10 weeks, 100 weeks, 1,000 weeks, 10,000 weeks, and 5 million days. In 5 million days, in 1 million days, you will get $5 million. Make sense? Okay, everybody? Okay, then we try level up. Level 2 now. This is the next page. Same thing as it is, but a slightly different story. So Akhilesh here is the same amount of money. Akhilesh here, he still got $5. Same thing. That's 1 week. Same as $5. But then I'm going to look at 10 weeks now. We're going to look at, say, 2 weeks. If it's 2 weeks, what will be the amount of money? $10. Is it difficult? No, it probably just 5 times 2, that's all. So 5 times 2, that's all, $10. What happens if you think I write down, what about 20 weeks? Yeah, 5 times 20. How do I do that? 100. Still doable, right? 100. Very easy still. Because 20 times 5 is 100. We can still remember that using our times table. Not too difficult. Still doable, right? Yep. What happens if it's 200,000 weeks? You sure? And is it 200,000? So, okay, so most of us are able to say is 5 multiplied by 200 followed by thousands. How are we going to be very sure of how fast we can say the answer out? Huh? Who say 1 million? Who say 100,000? Okay, how do we get that? I'll show you a trick, okay? First, I know 5 times 2 is 10, right? Do you know what's 22 times how much? 2 times 10. Right? Correct? 20 is 2 times 10, right? Okay, so I'm going to do 20 weeks is 5 times 2 times 10. No, look at here, look here. So I'm going to make 20 become 2 times 10. So it becomes 10 times 10, that's $100. Can you understand? Now, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to have $5 multiplied by 2 first, then multiply by 100,000. Because I know 200,000 is made of is 2 times 100,000. Are you following? Is this okay? Okay. Then after, I will do 5 times 2. So I get 5 times 2 is $10. So $10 times 100,000 now. Then this is simple. I just put 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. 1 million is correct. Is it easy? So far, okay, right? If I change the number to say, I change to a number that's not so familiar, 70 weeks or 700 weeks, makes it a bit more harder. 700 weeks. So I have $5, I times $5 times 700 weeks. Huh? We sound a bit unsure. Some of you sound a bit more sure. $20,500, $3,500,000. Okay, so here's the trick. Here's the trick. I'm gonna put this 100, this bigger number, into its parts. 7 times 100. So $5 times 7 times 100. Which in my times table, I have 5 times 7, not an issue. So this is 35 times 100. Then 3,500, put the zeros back. Can you understand? Is this okay? Am I going too fast? Okay, this is recorded, so you can go home and actually press repeat and delete. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to take out my textbook now and show you exactly what we're referring to. No, I don't get money. I'm doing this so that my students can learn and revise. I don't earn money. It'd be nice if I get to, right? Isn't it? I would. Yeah. No, I don't. It's in fact it's quite hard to earn money from YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, it's not so easy. Everybody can say that I want to be a YouTuber, but you want to be a successful YouTuber, not everybody can. Okay? It's just I think everybody can sing song. Everybody can sing. Yeah, but it's not easy to become a successful singer. Okay, all right. Now, I'm going to look at this page now. This is the page we're talking about. This is page number 14. Page number 14 and 15 of the book will show you in number this. I can use the digital screen. The digital one looks a bit easier to see. Okay, page number 14 and 15 of your textbook. Okay, this is, you can see, is the number this version. Okay, can see, right? The textbook is on the table already. Page 14. You're taking a while to respond. My textbook already here. Okay. Okay, so in my textbook, I have, can you identify which segment the I mentioned was, just now we said in our notebook, we said the strategy that we are talking about is called pattern recognition, right? Which segment of these two pages, 14 and 15, highlights the pattern recognition? 15, exactly where? Here. Do you see? So one thing that is very important, why it's called a smart nation, because you have the skills to do things like that. Pattern recognition, which is entirely possible for our private 5 students. That's why we bring home for fun for you. Okay? Right. So here shows you how they do it by number this. For example, 2 by 10, multiply 2 by 10. Okay, it shows you how you multiply 10 first, then we multiply another 10. So I get from 2 times 100 is 20 times 10. Then if it's, okay, so I'm going to continue click on the next page. Can you find the same boxes that talk about the pattern? Here, the pattern here. And then the other one that says pattern here. Is it okay? Difficult? No, not really, right? Okay. But how does it exactly work? It shows you here. So here, like 3 multiplied 1,000, I have 3 first, 3 ones. 3 ones multiplied by 10 first, then I get 30. I get 30 here, 30 multiplied by 10 here, I get 300. 300 multiplied by another 10, you get 3,000. So 1,000, if multiplied by 1,000, is the same as saying I multiply by 10 first, and then another 10 times another 10, and then times another 10. Okay, so that is how conceptually it works. Okay, ready? You have 2 minutes to complete these questions. Ready, set, go. Okay, who's done within like what? Before I go start the timer, you almost done 10 seconds finish it. Is it difficult? No, right? Okay, but you need to check whether you are to make sure you are accurate. So by now we are like more or less very familiar with the habit. So I can do equals to 430 equals to 1,243. And I put a zero at the back. That becomes 12,230. And I can 132. I just swap in another two zeros at the back. That's possible because instead of the hundreds place, it's now at the 10,000 place. So the place value changes. This is difficult? No, right? 14, then I just put the zeros at the back. 0, 0, 0, 14,000. 3, 6, 2, 0, 0, 0. 2, 3, 0, 4, 0, 0. Easy? Okay. Okay. Then you look at the next one. Here. Page 19. Are you done already? Do I need to go back? Is it okay? When start on our worksheet, I'll share with you the link. I'll check the times tomorrow. I think once I feel that we are ready for it, we can go to the computer lab and everybody can do the Zoom together. Then you can try out some of the functions like the chat group, the reaction button, as well as share links. So on my computer here, I have some links that I wanted you all to try. For example, here. So that day, yesterday, Jared was asking me about share screen. Jared was asking me about do we learn expenditure, compressing of numbers. Yes, we do. Okay, so I wanted to share with you these different things that are quite fun for my primary two. Yeah, this one. And this one, it is refresh this. So for example, I can form a number, say 3,030. Like this. This compressed the number. When I expand the number, I can throw it out. This is expanding the number. When I put it together, like I use this. For example, I use this one, and I put the number of blocks. So if you see the base 10 set before you have, right? Not something that's new to you. This is how you start in base 10 blocks. And I can expand this like this. So this motion is called you expand the number. When I put them together, collecting them together, that's compressing the number. Okay, we'll be doing a lot of this throughout the chapter. Okay, so far so good, right, everybody? Then I move on already, huh? Okay, this one will be here. Number one, we'll just do two as homework. Okay, this is page 18, number two as homework. Skip already. Okay, is it okay? Everybody okay now? Okay, I see already. Written this down. Ethan, are you on the same page as I am? Sorry? Yes. Yeah, I'm talking about this is the homework. Can you put your file underneath the table so that you have space to work on your things? Yeah, just number two. No need to do number one, just two. Okay, for homework. Okay, moving on this one here. On page number 19 now. Let's talk a little bit about page number 19. Okay, so page number 19 requires us to deal with bigger numbers. In this case, say for example, this one here, question 2b. Question 2b has product of a three-digit number, 314 and 600. 600. So both of them are 3 digits. The trick to do it is by using the pattern recognition idea. So you saw me doing it just now. First, I turn 600 into 6 times 100. Then I do 314 multiplied by 6 to give me 1884. Okay, this one is on the calculator use. I'll be talking about this in a short while, but I just want to highlight to you about this idea. This idea comes from number one, pattern recognition. Number two, like what Jaren said, I need to know how to expand numbers correctly. I need to know my number bond well. So I know that 600 is 6 times 100. If I can expand this correctly, I'll get all these questions correct. Maybe to go to shopping first. I think it's not that's right. The one we get back. We got the division one. I'm collecting it. Here, this very first copy, I'm more important. No calculator allowed, please. I said that already. I don't want to see it again. Page 19. Ready? Now, I need you to do it in a very neat and tidy manner. If it's not neat enough, I will probably tell you to be doing it. So the same things I want to see, neat and tidy work. Number two, you need to have annotations if necessary. Neat and tidy. Whose is this? Yes. Can all of you check whether you have your copy? It's not someone without your copy. First and foremost, neat and tidy. I want to see you do neat and tidy. Next, I want to see workings. The workings must be step by step. Neat and tidy and also working step by step. First one here. Maybe you can do this by yourself already. Okay. You can page 19. 3 minutes, okay? Or maybe 2 can enough already. Please be very neat. For example, I write 68 and then I put 0 at the back. Alright, so it's very important to be very careful. Sometimes the carelessness really it may cost us some marks because you didn't count the number of zeros carefully. For example, 30 is by itself, then I have insert another 2 place at the back so that 30 becomes 3000. So I have 55 and then I put 2 zeros at the back. I put 2 new places for it. Okay, easy, difficult? Okay, right? P5 math seems quite okay so far. Skylar, I can fix that for you later. You need to be doing this piece of work first. Okay, okay. Okay, so my way of helping me to be very careful and sure about it is I write the number in, even if it's the opposite direction. I write the number in, and I put the spaces behind to check. So confirm will go wrong one. Okay? Yeah? Okay, moving on. Here. And still manageable, right? So I have 309 for this one. I just put 009, see the space, put in the space. Then 309, see the space, put in the space. So the face value increases. Difficult? No, not so much, right? Okay, so page 20 homework. Right, just the last two questions. Town X has 17,533 residents. Town Y has 10 times as many as town X. So it will be 17,533 times 10. So 17,533 plus 0 at the back. Was times 10. It's okay. Not too difficult, right? Manageable? Yes? Okay? Am I going too fast? Okay, moving on. This one, the more important one is at the back. Okay? Page 21. Page 21, I'm going to ask you to take out a ruler. And if you need ruler, I have plenty here to spare. Just make sure you return after you. Okay, here I'm going to ask you to take this ruler and split the space into three parts. Okay, number one, I'm going to cut it into half here in case I need to do corrections. Okay, number two, I'm going to write split a small segment here for estimation. Corrections if needed. Corrections, it says correction. It says estimate and then multiply, use a calculator to check. We'll talk a little bit more about the estimation later. Because this first question I'm helping you, so probably don't need that much correction space. I will have some for my working space. Yes, estimate. Towards him. So I make sure I have some space for correction in case I'm wrong. Alright, I'm going to do this step by step. Neat and tidy is very important here. If you're not neat enough, I'm going to not mark it and I will print a new copy for you to redo. Some of these good habits have to be starting from now. Once you get very good at this, to be honest with you, I'm not one of the neatest persons. Just now, Mrs. Wong just walked past. She's the teacher of the other class. Oh, her handwriting is so nice. It looks like it's printed from computer. Yeah, I think some of you have even nicer handwriting. Yeah, just has very nice handwriting. Even Fidel's handwriting is nicer than mine. It's very neat, very good. Yeah. So it comes with practice. So I'm gonna do this first. So this is the trick. Step one, find the parts to this multiplier. So 76 times 40, I'll make 40 becomes times 4 first, then times 100. So I will do my working for 76 times 4. Which will therefore be 304, then multiply by 100. Then 304, 2 places. Is this okay? Are you writing? Can you see, Vera? Are you able to see? You want to move for yourself over there? You want to move yourself over there? Can you see? I'm done writing the first question. Yes, you may stand. I'm already done with the first question. What does estimation look like? Estimation look like I have 76 times 40. I'm going to estimate 76 to maybe about 80. I round it up times 40. That makes it 8 times 4 is 32. So my answer is did I make a mistake somewhere? Oh yes, I did. I made a mistake. Gosh. I made a mistake, a very serious mistake. I only discovered it when I was doing estimation. Where's my mistake? Yes, Samara. What did I type wrongly? I wonder how many people copy the same wrong mistake. Where's the mistake? Where's the mistake? I did an estimation. So 76 multiplied by 40 is approximately 80 multiplied by 40. 8 times 4 is 32. Then I have the 2 zeros at the back. So the answer should be near to 3,200. But is my answer anywhere near 3,200? No. What is wrong? Yes, Darren. Why? Why did I do that? Because I multiply wrongly already. I multiply wrongly already. What did I multiply with? I multiply with 400 instead of 40. Good. So I hope you, anybody copied blindly and copied the wrong answer? Ayah. So I hope you spot the mistake. Let me clean it up. Oh, so this is a perfect example of why estimation is helpful. After I did, so what happened just now is I did already and I thought that I was right. And then everybody kept quiet. Yeah. Now, teacher may not always be right, I make mistakes too. I'm human. Yeah. But I managed to realize something was wrong when I was at the stage of estimation. Is this okay? Have you corrected yourself, Ryan? Then okay, moving on. So next one here, going to do the same thing, partition my space. Now that I am doing this with you, then no need corrections. I'm going to just make working space and estimation space. Because I'm doing with you, so I don't think you need corrections. But if you're unsure, you better put the corrections column. So I have times 30. So it's 166 times 3, then times 10. So I'll do 166 times 3, which should be 166 times 3, 6 times 8, 6 times 3, 18, 6 times 3, 18, we group 9, 488. Put the 0 at the back. But if I do a bit of an estimation, I will estimate maybe about 200 multiplied by 300, 30, sorry. That would be 2 times 3 is 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So the answer is somewhere near 6,000. Okay, lah, doesn't seem very near, but at least the place value looks close. Just now, my place value was totally off. I multiplied by 100 instead of 10 just now. So just now answer was very clearly off. This one, at least I could tell, is in the thousands place. It's okay. Moving on, come to the last one here. The last one here, Ethan, are you following? Are you following? Yeah, is it okay? Is it difficult? Am I going too fast? This one? This one? You catch the mistake that I made just now? Okay. From here, is everybody okay? I'm too fast. Okay, remember you can always go home and watch this again on YouTube. Okay? Because I'm projecting this through my phone is not like a very high definition one. It's quite an old phone. I have this phone for a while now. Maybe next time when I have some money, I'll get a higher definition phone maybe. Okay, next one. So I have these two numbers. Okay, it looks a bit scary now. So how are we going to manage that? I'm going to put 70 to become 7 times 10. All the symbols are times, there's no plus or divide minus here, it's just times. So 70 is 7 times 10. That's the first one I established. Okay, then the next one is 5,600. So I'm going to do this is 56 times 100. No, 56. And then 100 at the back. Right? So look at the number of zeros. It's 5,000. Correct, it's 5,000. It can be 56 times 100. It can be $5.60 times 1,000. Right? Okay. So I'll use 56 times 100. So after I get to this stage, I will shuffle the numbers around to get 56 multiplied by 7 times 10 times 100. But my workers are on this side. Wait, no. First of all, I say this again one more time. It's important to be very enlightened. Number two, okay, this, where do you learn this from? The previous school. I know many tuition centers also teach this method. Okay, it's like a shortcut, but actually it's not very correct because the place value is not aligned. But I will not mark this wrong. I will still give you correct. But I'll tell everybody to avoid writing it in this manner because there's a very high chance of making mistakes. Because the place value are not aligned. Okay? So why am I teaching you this particular method? Then why I particularly teach you this particular method is to help us be able to check easily later on where I make mistake, if there's any. Alright, you can see very clearly the steps. So like this one here, I'm not going to do this, you know. If I do this, it'll be a whole long thing. Very messy, very hard to check, very hard to check. So not going to do this at all. Okay, I'm going to do this strategy. So after I shuffle them together, I'm going to do multiply this first, which makes it really easier, something that I can manage. 56 times 7, 6 times 7 is 42, 35 times 7 is 35, 35 plus 4. So what I get? So finally, I will just reach this 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, if I want to do an estimation, so it will be about 70 times 6,000. So it will be about 42, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to put the spaces here. You see the answers are not too far off each other. It's okay. It's like maths easy so far, still can manage. Can or not? Can? Okay? Can I? Okay. Now, moving on. Now, the steps are similar. Okay? So the steps are similar. Okay? 29 times 300, so I do 29 times 3, then times 100. Then I do 29 times 3 here. I'll get an answer. Then I times 100. Get answer at 2 spaces behind. 9 times 3 is 27. 2 times 3 is 687. It's 10 times 100 is 7. And so 8,700. Estimation 30 times 300. 3 times 3 is 9. 9,000. The answer is quite close. Moving on. 672 times 7, then times 100. I do 672 times 7. This will be the answer. Then multiply by 100. I'll get the answer and 2 spaces at the back. I'm sorry, I'm really intense, so I'm going to erase it for a moment. Yes. Yes. You can go home and watch it at 0.5 times speed. Plus 29 times 300. Or you can pay me at 1.5 times speed. Okay, plus 29 times 300. Then you do 29 times 3, 29 times 3 is 87, 87 times 100 will be 8,700. Then you can pay me at 10 times speed. Okay, plus 672 times 700. 10 times. Yeah. Even faster. Okay, but do you think you can manage this on your own? Okay, I do the estimation bit with you. So if it's estimation, it's a bit about 700 times 700, which will be 7 times 7 is 49. Then there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 zeros at the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the answer will be somewhere close to this. Is this okay? Okay. What am I so honest? 11, 11. 11, 10. Oh. Okay, so not so much time for device time play. Okay, we try to do the device times more. Today we will finish up with the multiplication. Tomorrow we do the division. After we do the division, I think division would be a bit, just a bit faster because now that you know the pattern, you know how this works. Okay, yeah? Okay, okay, so DIY 22. Moving on now, is this okay? Moving on to the next page. Now comes to the page 23, thousands. Okay, is it okay? Yeah. So I have 302 multiplied by 8,000. I will times 8 first, then I times 1,000. So 302 times 8. So 2 times 8, 16. 8, 0 times 8, 0. 2 plus 1, like 4. So will be 2,416 times 1,000. So the answer will be 2,416,000. If I do estimation, it will be about 300 multiplied by 8,000. That will give me 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's about 2 million for 2,400,000. It's okay. Okay, moving on. 123 times 7 followed by 1 times 1,000. So I do 123 times 7 first. Then we get an answer. The answer times 1,000. So I will have the answer, then put 3 zeros in there. The estimation will be about 100 times 700, 7,000. I'll just run down. So that I'm familiar with the place then. Actually, the main purpose for the estimation is to see how far off my answer is. So I round it to 100 times 7,000. So it's about 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 700,000. That should be approximately how big the number is. So if I do this, 3 times 7 is 21. 14 times 2 plus 2, 16. 7, 8. So it's okay? Yeah, my last one. Times 5 first, then times 1,000. Do not skip steps. Okay, then 871 times 5. Do your calculations, you get the answer, then multiply by 1,000. Approximation is about 900 times 5,000. That is about 45. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $4,500,000. This is approximation. 2 steps. Quite alright. Okay, moving on, last page already. You can do by yourself. Okay? Okay? But this step by step clear enough? Clear for you? Alright, so I really encourage you to do this in steps. Okay, yeah? Okay. Last part. Can. Boleh tak boleh? Everybody. 可不可以？他不可以。Step by step. Okay, don't skip steps. You're not writing the steps. It has to be the same steps. Equal, equal, equal. I insist. These steps are very important. Because at primary 5, you're going to do with word problems that's multi-set. There can be 5-step word problems and above. So I'm insisting you to write in this manner so that your steps will be key. Just like Ethan just now, even when his answer is correct, I tell him that I need him to organize his working. Because you're going to deal with word problems that has going to occupy the whole page. You need to organize your workings well. Okay, last one. Go back and watch the video. If, okay, pick the multiple expressions that give the same product. Product means answer to a multiplication equation. Okay, so we have 100 times 3 times 10. So just check the number of zeros here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So because you see the spaces, the places. So 100 times 100 will give you that's different. This will be 3 times 1,000. You'll be the same. So this is not the same. So check the number of zeros. So you have 2 zeros here. It gets you in hundreds. This one is 1, 2, 3. This is 1, 2, 3. And this is wrong already. Yeah? This is the same. I'm not even calculating the answer. You know what I'm talking about? You see, I don't even need to use a calculator for this. Why? Because I just solely rely on pattern recognition. I don't need to do every calculation for all of them. I rely on pattern recognition. Some is the same and some is not the same. Yeah. When you learn order of operations after this, we know that the sequence matters for some of the operations. Is this okay? Do you know how to do this? Yes? Can I? Okay, finish this. Tomorrow is it too quick? No. Monday? So do you want to hand in this tomorrow or Monday? Okay. Okay, those of us who hand in tomorrow. Those are handing on Monday. Okay? Because tomorrow we're doing division. Okay? Okay, so homework. Okay, that's alright, right? Is it very difficult? Okay. You sure you're correct or not? I don't see any workings on you. You guys show me how you check to make sure you have no corrections. Okay, last item of the day. Okay, we're almost done already. Can I have you take out your exercise book and then flip to the free page? There's a new reading that I would like to share with you. Please hold on. Okay, last bit. Okay, so this is what here. Okay, the last bit of the day. See the new page because I have a new story today. This should help us understand the part about estimation that I didn't explain too much just now. Okay, here. Again, I cut the size just nice one. This one is on rounding and estimation. This story. They will help some of us who is not so good in rounding revise the bit on rounding, the rules of rounding, and it tells us about these calculation steps. Okay? Right? Can you stick it now? We have about 4 minutes. In these 4 minutes, I would like you to stick this into your exercise book. Double check. Okay. Okay, while you are sitting on it, I'm gonna put this tray at the back. Okay, for the part of the back that you want to say, okay? So for page 15 to 15 to 18, okay? 15 to 18, the choice at the back of the class. You can go and submit your work. Okay? Oh. 13 to 18, sorry, 13 to 18. Page 13 to 18, the submission tray is at the back. Oh, anybody doesn't have this? Yes. You're welcome. Okay, now, yeah. Huh? Ryan, you're done, you pass me back the paper, okay? Stapler, Ryan. Ganesha. Yeah, Ganesha, the stapler is here. Huh? Huh? Thank you very much. Okay, now, you bring this home to me, guys, boys and girls. Bring this home to me tomorrow, then I will give you the quiz on this page. Okay? Tomorrow there's gonna be a quiz on this page, okay? Have you stick it in already? Anybody hasn't got this piece yet? Anybody hasn't got this piece yet? Anybody hasn't got this piece yet? No? Everybody's good? Okay, have you handed in your work? Okay, at the back? Okay, I'll look for it. Okay, if that's the case, yes, you need it. Question, you either buy a new book and you copy this in, or you use this from now on. Understand? Okay, thank you and goodbye, class. See you tomorrow.